Hello, everyone. This is Nelson Kwaja here. You are in the About Nothing podcast. Reloaded, more professional, more work. We have we have a whole crew just behind that camera. A whole crew. I think close to 15 people. Okay, I'm just joking. There are three. But this is About Nothing podcast. We kind of like just try to be more intentional. This is the first time I have two people in the same podcast, and I think it would be nice just to contrast and see what each person has to say. Yeah, and just have a nice chat. I am with.
Winnie.
Maboto.
Come on, guys, you can do two names. I'm fine. Like this is
Maboto motivated.
Yeah.
Iiye Winnie is my name.
Okay, well, I'll give it a second try. What is your passport name?
Someone called Daniel.
Someone called that. It looks like a name of someone who wants to exchange dollars for me. and that's your passport name?
My passport name is. I have 4 passport names. I'm literally a South Sudanese, so you cannot have 2 names or 3 names. So my passport name, Iiye, Winnie, Lokoro, Matia. That's my passport name.
And Iiye is spelled how?
Iiye. People don't get it. So mostly
Iiye?
Iiye, yes. So
this can be pronounced as like E.
Some people call me Iiye. Some people call me Iiye. Some people call me Iiye. My ID has Iiye. Some have Iiye. So it's just because of the two.
The two I.
Yeah, it's just because of the 2 I's. So it's Iiye. Iiye.
Wow. I've never seen a name with double I.
Now, you want to know the most interesting thing about that name? I shortened it, but it's not Iiye. It's Iiye.
No, you can't do that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no.
So I had
that's criminal.
to shorten it. So everyone calls me Iiye, but my dad calls me Iiye. Yeah, that is why there is Iiye. Just like to press it.
Yeah. And Chief, what's up with your name? What's up with the whole thing? The motivated Maboto.
The real name is Samuel called Daniel, but the name Maboto was given to me by my mom. Yeah, many years back. So in my culture, when you have a kid that dies before you, because I have an elder brother that died before I came, and it was called Agog. So I have a Dinka name they call Matiop. It's a name given to a child.
Matiop is like a replacement.
Yes.
We have this in our culture.
Yes, so they call it Matioma Abode. So the abode is now the Maboto. They make it Maboto. And then I remember, I think it has something related to the Congolese.
Yeah, the Maboto, the Congolese
Mabutu
president.
Sese Seko, yeah, because it used to be Mabutu Sese Seko like that. So it has these 2 stories. So the motivated came in from a different angle now because I do gospel music.
Yeah, you do gospel
music. And it has something connected to my spiritual life. And yeah.
I think that's very interesting. The two of you like 1 year apart.
Yes.
In terms of like your age.
1 year and some months, I think.
1 year and some months.
4 months.
And one of you is elder than the other. I'll allow you're elder than her by 1 year.
Yes.
1 year and 4 months.
1 year and 4 months.
Okay.
So that's why it's very interesting to have both of you. Like, you were born where?
I was born in Kakuma.
In Kakuma.
Yeah, refugee camp.
And then you grew up in Kakuma?
I grew up in Kakuma and Narus. Yeah.
So,
and then
to get this into context, Narus is in Sudan, in South Sudan?
Eastern Equatoria.
Eastern Equatoria.
Yes.
So it's just across the border from...
It's across the border, yeah, of Kenya and South Sudan.
Okay.
Yes. So I was in Kakuma. I was brought to Narus. From Narus, I went to Iiye, Uganda. So...
Was your dad a soldier?
Very serious soldier.
Very serious. Yeah, those movements. Those movements are...
Yeah.
What led you... So you're moving... you are moving as your dad moved with his deployment?
Not really. Some of these moments were because I was very stubborn and stuff. So in Kakuma, we're in the camp, and then I remember my dad. There was a division that he was heading in Narus. So we'll come to Narus and be with him for some time. And I remember I was this kind of stubborn child who didn't want to go to school. And whenever they send me to school, I go blind to a video hall. and attend my classes in the video hall. You guy.
What is a video hall? You know, some of these kids don't know this thing. Some of these kids like, what is a video hall?
Video hall is Nadi in Arabic.
It's Nadi.
Yes.
And it's a actually a video hall is not like the current Nadi. Video hall used to be. It doesn't have like live Champions League or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You go there, you watch a
Movies.
movie.
It's a movie.
Indian movie or
Yes.
All sorts of movies, I think.
Jack Chan, Chuck Norris,
Aki and Popodi.
John Commander.
Yes. It's kind of.
So you is it accurate to say that you had a bit of a troubled childhood?
I was a very troublesome guy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to school, so my dad decided in 2005. He decided to send me to the village. I was in board for like 5 months. Then they brought me to Juba here for 5 days in 2005.
Yeah.
Then I was taken to Iiye. I was in Iiye from 2005 to 2008. Then finally I was taken to Uganda. When I reached Uganda, I think I changed.
So,
I was in class now
so like they took you to Boro to teach you a lesson?
to teach me a lesson.
What were you saying in Boro?
They took me to the cattle camp and.
But have you seen the patterns of the fives?
Yeah.
5 months,
Five
and then the other 5, you were the way you were in board. They took you for 5 months. Then
Was
you came
5
to Juba
months.
for 5 days.
5 days.
So the pattern is 5,
And then I think I don't know how many years, 3 or I don't know.
Yeah, then anything.
almost 5.
And you were born in Kenya?
I was born in Nairobi.
In Nairobi.
Yeah,
That's Kenya.
That's
I was born in Nairobi.
both of you are born in Kenya. You were born in a very different Kenya. What is called almost Kenya.
Different sides.
Yeah, so you were born in Nairobi.
I was born in Nairobi. So I lived in Nairobi for about 3 to 4 years, I think. And then we moved to Kitale, that's Western Kenya.
Yep.
We stayed there for 3 years. By then my dad was working with a translation organization, so they used to translate books, and so they used to move a lot. So they would go to different countries. That time they were in Kenya. So we moved from Nairobi, then to Kitale. Then from Kitale, they were all moved to Uganda. So in 2003, we moved to Uganda, and I stayed in Uganda for about, since 2003 up to 2012. Then I left from Uganda. I came to South Sudan briefly for about 5 months. It was so hard, you know. It was
Also, you're not in a cattle camp, right?
no, thank God. I don't know what I would have done. So I came to Torit. My parents moved from Uganda to Torit, so we also moved to Torit. And then I stayed in Torit for about 6 months. It was so hard, and each and every day I would go to my mom and I was like, I want to go back. I want to go back. So my dad would ask, go to where? This is your country, so you have to get used to staying here. So I stayed for about 5 months, and then I got an opportunity. I left. I went to Turkey in 2013. So I stayed in Turkey up to 2019, around September. That's when I moved back to South Sudan in October 2019, and I've been here up to now, and I actually really like it here. So
You really like it.
yeah.
You kind of also like moved, but not like this, with the same motivation
Yeah.
as his. Your dad was a translator.
Yeah.
And he worked with I think you told me a Bible translation
Yes.
organization, and that kind of created a movement around that.
Yeah, so I think we were like, by then we were like diplomats, you know, those diplomatic kids.
Yeah.
So we moved like from place to place. Yeah, so when we moved to Uganda, then my dad stopped working with the organization. So that's when we were like, okay, now let's just stay here. So we were actually once given an option to move back to Kenya or to stay in Uganda. And we were like, you know what? Kenya is hard. Let's stay in Uganda. But by then, when we had actually just moved to Uganda, things were so different. And we could all speak Kiswahili and we didn't know English. Okay, personally, I didn't know English, but we had to move anyways. Yeah. So
And your dad is a linguist.
my dad is a linguist, yeah.
I mean that's very interesting. There's a very sharp contrast. Both of you are born in the same place, but your lives take a very different route. You are just like riding with the wind. She is living a diplomatic life, almost. And you end up then. She ended up kind of studying in Turkey, and you went to Uganda and studied there
Uganda,
for your high school, right?
Yes, I was in Uganda for my high school, and yeah.
What made you change when you reached Uganda?
I can say I didn't know anyone in Uganda, and it was about also strict there. I was in school. I was in a boarding school, so there was no chances of coming out, going to a video hall, and those kind of things. So you guys,
You didn't try to escape
So-
or
so-
anything?
I didn't.
So you
didn't try.
reformed because the chances to getting spoiled were not there.
They were not there now, and everyone was concentrating. You guys,
Ah.
everyone was concentrating, so I could not do stuffs. And my dad told the teachers, "This guy, you guys need to work on this guy." So I think
Then
I just had to shift.
and then then like you finish your high school and then you start doing movies or what? You start doing this video stuff or you study that?
I did fine art.
You did fine art, huh?
Yeah, I
In
did
your-
fine art.
In your undergrad.
Yeah. In my high school, I did fine art.
Oh.
And then I am a talented guy. I used to draw. I used to draw, and slowly by slowly, when I went to high school, I did fine art. And then after leaving high school, I had a Ugandan friend who owns a graphic school. It's called Jonathan. So I would go to him every time, and I had to shift from the fine art that I was doing to more digital now.
Yeah.
And that's how I started doing graphic and designing. So he taught me about graphics and designing, and I learned so much from him.
Which year was that?
That was 2013 to 2017.
So kind of you learned, you perfected your craft, then you come back to South Sudan
Yes,
now.
yes,
And you're a very good graphic designer. I mean, I've seen your work. You're a graphic designer. You're a recording artist.
Yeah,
You're a videographer, is that?
yeah. Photograph also.
A photographer and a videographer.
Phenomenal.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like how do you manage to be and kind of to do relatively well in all this stuff?
Yeah. At the end of the day,
As someone who started as a travel child, give it.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's all talent. These are all things that God has given me, and I manage. I do manage so much, but then it's also tiresome because on the other side, I have to be the performing artist.
Yeah.
The other side, I have to be the photographer, the graphic designer. You see, so it's a bit challenging, but then I thank God I'm managing. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you make of this?
Well, I've actually seen some of his work. You've held my pictures hostage. I need them.
My guy.
You've had my pictures for like 3 months now. So I've seen his work. His work is really amazing. I'm into photography as well. So when I see his work, I'm like, okay, this is really good. So I remember when I came from Capoeira the last time, and I told AK, I was like, you know what, tell
AK
Maboto
is
I need
Akao Jambo,
pictures.
the comedian.
Yes.
I was like,
The Rasta guy.
tell Maboto I need pictures. So kind of, we bumped into each other, and he took my pictures that he's still holding hostage.
I thought AK took those pictures because he took the camera
no.
from me.
No, those
AK
pictures, I still want them.
Let's slander AK. Let's talk bad about AK. He's not here. Come on. Who can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
This guy came with the lady and then took the camera away from me, and I think you should be the one having the photos.
Well, the camera is with you,
But then the photos are not with me.
but the photos are in the camera.
So one person ended up with the lady and the camera. I think. What do you guys think about your both backgrounds? I think you kind of grew up in something that's relatively privileged, a little bit, not too much,
Somehow, yeah.
somehow,
I would say.
and you probably I can say less so,
Yeah.
at least at the start. What do you make of this? You guys haven't crossed paths in any of this Kenya, whatever. You when did you meet? The two of you?
I think
January,
January.
here at Defy Hate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly there.
here in the middle.
No,
Yes.
this is very interesting. South Sudan is such a melting pot. Like you meet
This should be
people.
the third time we're meeting actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the fourth time.
Fourth time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fourth time, yeah.
And earlier when I was asking you guys, hey, do you guys have a crush on each other? Like, come on.
I don't know.
Let's hear from her.
Well, guys go first. In this topic, guys go first. So
Let's keep the ladies first. It is very important.
nah. For this one, we keep the men first.
Come
You're
on,
the
guys.
head.
Stop this.
So you tell me first.
A little bit?
Let me man up.
Uh-huh.
She's good. And okay, that's what I can say now.
My guy, you must survive in this game. She's good?
She's good.
That's the most lame line that I've ever had.
Right? So
Come on. You're describing a chapati or what?
Describe
Rolex.
a beautiful lady, you guys.
She's good.
Yes.
Looks like there is
That's
something he's holding back.
There's something that
So
he's holding back. You know, he had to think and then.
yeah.
Okay, you go now.
But I cannot go without you actually telling me what you were holding back. So you tell me.
Maboto motivated. What do you think? Why? Are you a shy guy in general when you're talking to ladies?
The lady's beautiful, and I think okay, after the podcast, I'll talk to her.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
But like in general, what do you think about like are you kind of like an easy person to talk to ladies?
Growing up as a child, I was with ladies every time, you guys.
Ah.
Yeah, so because I remember chilling around with guys, I will be beaten every time. So I'll at least come to ladies because that's where I will beat some people.
Wrong motivation. My guy, you are wrestling ladies a bit.
Okay, yeah. I do talk to ladies, yeah. So anyway.
I see.
Wait, what do you make of that? Like, is this guy really? What do you make of that?
I'm telling
I think he
you.
needs to sharpen his skills a bit.
Anyway, since he said he'll talk to me after the podcast, then I think we should give him some air to breathe so that after the podcast, we see what's up.
Juba is a very crazy place, right? Are people hitting on people everywhere? I think so. A lot of the ladies tell me so.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yes.
Should people chill a bit or this is a good speed?
I love the speed. The speed.
You think this is a good speed?
Yeah.
Winnie, what do you think about the speed?
Hi, here in Juba, man, you need to be asking questions. Because the way the speed is going also,
It's too much, huh?
too fast.
Too fast.
Too fast.
How? Like you now, you've been here for some time. Like, what is the rate?
In Juba,
Is it like 2 out of 10 guys you meet?
okay, I've been in Juba for about 10 days now. So in 10 days, I've got a couple of date offers.
Okay.
But as they say, you ask questions first before you go out on a date. That is, I don't know if you guys have heard of that thing in Juba, but
Ask questions like what? Who will pay for the meal?
no. You need to ask, who is so and so? Who's Nelson? You know, before.
Guys, cut the crap. Like, this is just really going for a 30-minute date. It's not.
Well,
It's not the congressional meeting on
still, you need to ask questions, man, because
background kind of checking.
yeah, you need to do background check, because man, your wig could go flying.
Yeah,
Things could happen, so you need to be safe.
people can get very crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can get very crazy. Like, and some of them are like really crazy. So you have to be. You
You have to do
be.
a serious background checking.
Yeah, very important.
I don't do much.
Okay, for the ladies.
You're a human and you're a woman.
Okay, me, I'm just saying this from the side
from
of
the
the
ladies,
ladies.
you need to be cautious, yeah.
Very.
From the guys, the only check that you need to do is that this is not someone else's wife.
I think it's actually the same kind of check.
Yeah, I think no, but for us it's very different. Some might beat the hell out of you, or come with a gun.
Yeah.
Well, okay, for the ladies, at least they'll come pull out your wig and
No, they'll just
some
say,
other
like,
stuff.
They'll slander you and what. It's
So-
not a. I mean, like life in Juba. Juba is such a melting pot. Like I grew up in Khartoum, then ended up in Kenya, then back here. But when you hang around Juba, at least the middle class part of Juba, the bourgeoisie part of Juba, everyone is coming from somewhere. Everyone is just coming from somewhere. Oh, I'm from the UK. Oh, I'm from East Africa.
yeah.
Oh, I'm East Africa. Oh, I'm Khartoum. I don't know. Everyone has come from somewhere,
yeah, that's true actually.
and some of them are fresher than others.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
What do you think? What does that create?
For me, I actually think it's very interesting because I've been here in Juba and I've met a couple of people, like different people. You find you get to see the differences in the way we live, because here you meet. This is like a meeting point for for people, the Junubin who have come from Khartoum, then there are the ones who have come from East Africa. East Africa, we divide them into two. There are those from Kampala, there are those from Nairobi. Then you find those who have been in the Middle East. Okay, there are not so many, but I've come across quite a number. And you meet those who have come from the UK, those who have come from the US and other countries. So you get to see how different it is, the way we interact. You see the differences in our ways of life. So it becomes very interesting.
No, it becomes it becomes very, and everyone like have different allegiances, different kind of thing, and people come with their things. Who brought shisha?
Me myself.
No, like who are the people who brought shisha? And shisha is a thing now, huh?
I think shisha came from Khartoum.
Are you sure?
I also kind of think it came from Khartoum for some reason.
Come on, the way they were like the way the people who are vibe to shisha now, they're not the Khartoumers.
But they got
like who is it like the shisha who like in South Sudan here, who are the people who are kind of brought shisha and made it popular?
Okay, me.
I think the Khartoumers?
Maboto.
It's Khartoumers.
But now the people who vibe to it are not the Khartoumers.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the largest population of people who stay in Juba came from Khartoum.
Yeah.
Yes, so, and those who were here adopted the life of because in reality, shisha came from Khartoum.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things in this town that came from that place.
Like
not
what?
only shisha.
I actually like the confidence that is, you know.
What other things came from Khartoum also?
What can I say? There's so many.
Food also times, huh?
Yes, food is part of it.
Rolex did not come from Khartoum.
Rolex is from Kampala, you guys, from Uganda.
Rolex came in 2005 or when?
I think Rolex has been there, but without a name.
No, Rolex was not there. It was not popular. People, we did Legemat, Zalabia.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe, but I think there is Rolex in Kenya.
Rolex came together with the peace agreement. In fact, the peace agreement was rolled with the Rolex.
But you see, in Kenya, there was actually Rolex, only that it did not have the name called Rolex.
Come on.
Yeah, because when I was younger, the difference is now the Rolex of Kampala, the one that comes from Uganda, is the one that now people are like, you know what, now this is Rolex. We need to pimp it, we need to put in stuff. But we have been eating chapati and eggs since we were kids. You fry the chapati, you fry the eggs.
It was not a commercial thing that you go and buy.
It was definitely not a commercial thing.
It's a special thing that you do at times.
I think it became commercial ever since it got the name Rolex. So suddenly everyone is like, okay, let's get some Rolex. And now there is with Nyanyambisi and all that. So.
Yeah, it's like, is Rolex like poor people food, middle class or high end?
Oh,
or Rolex can exist in all this stuff?
Right now, I heard that on Air Uganda, they serve Rolex. So that is...
They served me once.
Okay. Then that is not a...
They served me, in the background was vibing to Chameleon.
Right?
I'm just like...
So then that means it's not a... it's expensive people food also.
I think so.
Look, in Uganda right now, you can get Rolex that goes for 15,000.
Yeah.
15,000 is how much?
15,000. How much is 15,000 in SSP?
That is about...
15,000.
That is about 1,000.
No, more than 1,000.
More than 1,000, like 2,000.
Maybe
15,000, yeah.
1,800.
It's $12.
No, it's not $12. Yeah, around there. Yeah.
It's $12. So that is just a Rolex, huh? And we when I was staying in Uganda, there is this guy who had a Rolex stand like somewhere down in some dark area. We used to stay in a place called Lugonjo. It's like a slum kind of place, but not entirely like a slum.
There are places where you have slum and you have a high end border town.
Yeah.
And you guys go from the high end to buy things from
exactly.
the slum.
Exactly. So we would go like down from up. We would go down to go get the Rolex. And then you would find he's still just preparing the dough and everything. But we are all standing, a whole line. We're just waiting for him. And he's like, guys, the neighbors are... we're like, no, it's yours, we want. So
there's a ninja here called Obama. You know what?
Yeah.
The Obama place?
No,
it's like it's a famous Rolex place. The guy just does Rolex and what? And people are rolling in with their V8s, whatever. It's just nearby here.
Okay.
I think it's High Cinema, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, I've been there.
And that guy, like, Obama place, it says like it's the most famous Rolex place in town. And they just do Rolex and they
I think it's also the same as there's a place somewhere here in High Malakal, I think. It's called Kali.
What do they do? Or Solore?
I think it's like a Ugandan restaurant. They make really nice food. And I remember a friend of mine took me there and he was like, I'm going to take you to a place, it's called California. You know, we're going to have breakfast at California. I'm like, okay.
Expectations?
Let's go. Okay, my expectations were not very high because he told me, you know what? Lower your expectations. We're going to sit outside. It's a very small restaurant. So we went there and the food was amazing and people were rolling with V8s, you know? People are coming in suits and everyone is just sitting, yeah, give me matoke, give me this and that. So,
You know, V8s nowadays are not a sign. It's not a sign of wealth. Because you can just be given V8. Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, you're beautiful. V8.
V8.
Hey, you sang something for me. V8.
V8.
Hey, you what? You're from my tribe.
So we
V8.
should call it.
You could be rolling in a V8 and you're dead broke. If someone removes you out of the V8,
True.
and they take you and they shake you like this,
That's true.
1 pound will not fall.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Juba is a strange city. I was
But
telling
it's
someone the
strange.
other day, you know, like the people who are driving, if they step on someone's tomato, that's the end of them. They can be taken to jail for 5 months. No money to pay for that tomatoes.
That's true.
Yeah, you have a vehicle, someone fueled it for you, and you're brokely driving.
Cruising, living la vida loca, enjoying life.
My guy, tell me about your process. Tell me about your process. How do you create the stuff that you create? I did some work with you before, kind of like a bit of design.
Yes,
So you
yes.
took it.
Yes.
How does your process look like?
I'm a very creative guy, and the arts is all in the mind. So most of the time, for example, when you gave me what you
You
gave
don't
me,
start with weed, right?
I don't start with weed.
Okay, good.
Because of this?
I'm not stereotyping you. The way you're saying I'm a creative guy and it's all about in the mind, I'm like, I know where this is heading.
Because I thought it's because of this. Because everyone who has this is always associated with weed and stuff.
But a lot of the ones that who have this also tend to do weed. But
Not everyone.
okay, now people are going to attack me after this. So tell me, like, so you say like it's about the mind.
Yeah. Most of the time, you see with the graphic designer, what you do, if you need to create something, what I do is I get the idea of the client. What do you want me to do? Okay, and then when you share with me what you want, I can then put in my input, and then I come up with the work.
And you do like very good stuff. You did something for Zayn, right?
Yes.
And because you do photography also, at times you shoot for your own designs when you want.
Yes.
That's like really amazing. And your stuff is on a billboard, if I recall well.
Yeah, most of the billboards in Juba, design billboards. That's my work.
Damn, this is so good. Like,
Wow.
I have none of my work is on any billboard, ever. Like to have your work on a billboard, that's the biggest validation that someone can get.
I saw you on a billboard, you guy.
Yeah, but I was there. I was added. I was added together with 100 people. It was nothing. There is no. I have zero creative effort on that thing. So it's a very. What about you, Winnie? What's your creative process? Your creating process? Because you do write short stories.
Yeah, I should say I'm a storyteller. Okay, professionally, I'm a medic. I'm a nutritionist. But aside from nutrition, I do write short stories. I also tell stories. So most of my stories are, some are personal stories. Then some are stories of other people I'm telling another person's story from my own perspective. And then I have stories that are imaginations in my head. So it's mostly impulsive. So sometimes I'm like, okay, so I have this. I don't share it mostly like on my Facebook, but I usually put it on my WhatsApp status late in the night. I don't usually do daytime stories. So I have the bedtime stories, which are, should I say interesting? Because most of the people are like, so what happened next, you know? And I'm like, okay, I will definitely let you guys know what happens next and all that. So
it starts from that, like you have a feeling about something,
yes.
and you kind of want to take it from you don't make money from your
No.
but he does. Does the money thing change stuff?
Yes.
What does it change?
Changes a lot of things.
It's no longer fun and games, eh?
of course, when I need to create something, it is all money, you guys.
I mean, short of designing money yourself, you can do. So it's all money. How does that money thing work?
For example, I do logos, and I do amazing logos. So, and a logo is a representative, something that represents how do I call it?
A brand.
A brand.
So if I need to do something that will represent your brand, of course, I can't just give you a creative art for free and like that. So
it takes time, I think.
Are there a lot of people who want things for free?
There are a lot of people who need designs for free, you guys.
Are some of them in our network? Are there some of them our friends, people we know? Come on, mention names. Come on, it's fine. We need a bit of gossip. Let's spice up.
That's why I'm checking around. Yeah, but then a lot of people always need free designs and stuff like that. But then designing, creating something, it's not easy.
Europeans don't want to pay for that. They want to pay for the printing, not for the design.
Not for the design, yeah.
It's now worse when you are a friend to a graphic designer. Because you will want this person to do for you something, and then, you're my guy. Don't worry. We'll always chill together. When I get something, I'll bring it. You see?
And when I make it, everyone think...
They think they've not made it. So when I get something, I'll bring it, and please. But then when they're going to print, they pay.
Yeah.
You see?
That and people don't think artistic process should be paid for. What is the craziest thing someone told you to do for free?
I think it was a logo. Somebody wanted me to design. A musician wanted me to design a logo for him, and then again it is pressure.
Yes. This is the worst people. They are so much pressure. They put so much pressure. They demand a lot, and they don't want to pay.
I'm telling you. Gives you like today, and then calls you early in the morning tomorrow. Is my work done? You guy.
How early?
It's not easy. It's not easy. So it's always hard because they give you a lot of pressure, and then they don't pay, that kind of thing. See.
It's interesting. I mean, Juba people have a lot of side hustles, and a lot of my female friends sell something. They always want to sell me something. Someone once sold me a deodorant or whatever, that thing.
What's that?
What's it called?
Was she very convincing?
She was very convincing.
What did she tell you?
She told me. She brought it to me. She brought it to me and left it for me.
So that was just it.
Yeah.
So how convincing is that?
Convincing is I have the product already. She will come and pick the money. But she was very convincing. I like that she was doing. I mean, I always. I mean, this is a cliche, but I always try to support my friends' businesses and local businesses.
Yeah.
If you can do that, if you can buy and what. But some of them are too cheeky. Yeah. Someone once wanted to sell me ladies' shoes. It was like, take this for your girlfriend. And by then I didn't have a stable girlfriend. She was like, take it. I was like, I don't have a girlfriend.
Well, you could have just bought it and by impulse you give it to...
She said, give your sister. And you're like, my sisters and I are not vibing that way. You have a female friend. I was like, what is this thing of trying to sell people?
Did you end up buying the shoe?
No. But I bought another thing.
From the same person?
Yeah. What is this business of people wanting to sell people? Women, what's up?
Well, sometimes, especially to the guys, like we always imagine you could, it's just like I find maybe I'm into some classic clothes and I'm like, Nelson, let me look for Nelson. It's Nelson I'm going to, so Nelson, your girlfriend, I think she would like this, or, I'll try to convince you so that you actually go with it.
Do you have a lot of your friends selling things?
My friends from university, yes.
What are they selling?
Clothes, shoes, beauty products.
What's up with these beauty products? I see like a lot of people selling that. It's a big industry?
Yeah,
a lot
actually.
of people buy that? What's
actually.
That? Like what is the beauty product? Like, I mean, washing your face, smearing it with oil.
But
what's up? What is the deal after that? What's up with this beauty shenanigans? Why can't we just be straightforward?
I think one of the industries that has a lot of money is actually the beauty industry. It's the population of the world, women are so many, and everybody wants to look good. Yeah. So the the beauty industry that is hair inclusive is actually a multi-million industry.
Do you pay anything to the beauty industry to make yourself better? What did you buy from the beauty industry for your life?
I think it comes down to be the performing artist.
Yeah, for your performing, yeah?
Yeah. Especially when I'm doing a music video shoot. They have to do your makeup and stuff. And
Look at his eyebrows. His eyebrows are on fleek.
Your eyebrows have been done?
Are you sure?
Yeah, your eyebrows are on fleek, man. On a serious note.
Like, yeah, you should have hooked me up with eyebrows thing.
You know?
So like when you want to do, I've never, because I'm not a performing artist or what, I've never, and I've not been on Al Jazeera studios. I've never had makeup like on me. How does it feel when they do makeup?
It's good. You don't because actually when you're doing a music video shoot, you need to look good, okay? Because at the end of the day, there are things that will use it like lights, and they will actually put makeup on you. For example, maybe in the face.
Balance with the...
Yeah, to balance with the lights, and they will actually need your face to shine, okay? Because when you just use natural light, some cameras do not need the natural light. You will not have good footages. So for you to have very serious work, you need that makeup, okay? But then the makeup is good. You don't look like a woman.
No, you don't look like a woman, you're saying?
Yes.
No, I did not assume that. I'm just saying, like, how does it feel? Is it like heavy when you do makeup? You feel like it's just like normal skin, huh?
It's normal, yeah. It's normal. You don't have the pains for the ladies and
because I don't shoot music videos, I don't have any justifiable reason to do makeup.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. So you've had makeup before. What kind of makeup do they put on men?
I don't know how they call it because when I'm doing a music video shoot, I just talk to the person shooting the music video. He comes with the makeup artist, and then at the scene when we're shooting, I have to first be dressed, and those things are done. I just go and sit
So
down.
do they put like powder, or do they put some cream things on your face?
I remember in Uganda.
Were you awake when all these things happening, or you just sleep and you wake up in the morning with makeup on?
We do these things at exactly that moment when we're shooting.
So it was just like, hey, do your makeup thing.
Yes. I remember in Uganda, I was shooting one of my videos, and my video guy brought his makeup artist, and they put a lot of oil on my face. And when the lights, I don't know how they call it. How do I call it?
Foundation?
Ladies know these things.
How is it like?
It's something to make my face shine because there were some lights he was using. Yeah. This thing was put on my face, and when the lights,
is it like how do they call it, like a bronzer or something? Because the bronzer, like, you know.
I'm so makeup.
When the lights were put on, I started burning.
I think that was cooking.
It was burning you?
Started burning you guys. This guy was a Ugandan, so I think what he assumed in his mind, this guy is dark. So let's put something.
Was it like something oily?
Something oily.
So then that is definitely not a bronzer.
Yeah, I was feeling.
Are you sure that was not foundation?
But you continued the music video anyway?
The lights were close to my face. So when they were switched on, I was burning. I did it. So they were taken far. And then, they normally adjust the lights. Yeah. So they were adjusted.
And then later on, we
were shooting the music video. But then the moods, it was not normal.
The mood?
It was not normal anymore.
It was lit. Yeah. Literally.
It was not normal. So, but then it's good. At the end of the day, when the video guy adds the magic and those kind of things, the output will be nice. The product.
After the editing and all that,
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. After that, there will be editing. There will be a lot of things to be done.
How many music videos do you have out there? How many have you done?
I think there should be six. Yeah.
And what is your hit song?
In 2018, I did a song called Sawa Sawa. Yeah, I did Sawa Sawa, and actually in Juba, that was one of my songs that played around so much. Then I did a song called Iiye with Levixon, Uganda's gospel sensation. Yeah, and that was another big song that I did. Yeah. Then I did a song called Shake Your Body.
Shake Your Body?
Yes.
Shake Your Body is about Shake Your Body, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is that? What's the song? What is the hook of the song? What is the...
that song has always brought issues to me because me being a gospel artist.
Yeah.
And then I'm singing Shake Your Body.
Was it like... So it wasn't a gospel Shake Your Body kind of song?
It's a gospel. Of course, It's a gospel song.
But you know, there is shake your body
The problem is,
secular, and then there is shake your body gospel.
so it is Shake Your Body Gospel.
But how do you control your audience? If someone is vibing it in a club and they're just shaking their body, it's like you can. Okay, my producer is saying they can play the song. You can do that. Please play for us. Play it so that we can see it from there. Will I be able to hear it? Okay. So our producer will play it, and then we can because
Okay.
Winnie and I are totally
Yeah,
judging you right now.
me right now, I'm like,
know.
okay.
We are already judging
know.
you. We don't have time.
The first time I put up the artwork for that song, because what I normally do is before I release
Design.
content, I do a design, put it on media to alert people that this is coming. So when I put it up there, Maboto motivated audio coming soon. Check your body. You're like, you guy.
Now you're started going offside, eh?
You see?
That's the interesting thing is
Yeah,
that like
you're
actually
gospel artist.
the secular people are now will be telling you now.
Yeah, they were saying welcome. So
Heaven's Gate Music, the sounds of glory Africa.
see, I'm a fan of Maboto motivated. At this moment, be good. Come shake your body to the king. Come shake your body. Aye. Come shake your body to the king. Come shake your body. Aye. Give God the glory. Cause he knows all your stories. Aye. Give God the glory. And you don't need to worry.
Okay, good. I think that we got a snippet of it.
Yeah.
So then when the song came, what happened?
So all in all, the song, being an artist, you need to be creative.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to be creative. And this is all art, and this is a gospel song. It's a praise gospel song, and obviously, when you are dancing, your body does not stand still. Your body moves.
Shaky,
Okay?
shaky.
So I could not, because that shake your body is what I use in the chorus. Come shake your body to the king. Come shake your body. So I could not say, come dance your body to the. It cannot work. Okay, so I had to be creative and made it shake your body. It is all about praising God. Okay, it's all about dance, praise God, sing, and that. It has nothing to do with shaking your butt and stuff.
Winnie, like, how much of gospel do you have, or you vibe to some of the things, the gospel, or even like gospel, or even religion in general, or any inspiration?
Well, I like good music. So any good gospel music that goes down well with me, we vibe. So yeah. But I've actually not heard your song. I've seen the artwork, but I think
You guys need a date
I kind
for you to hear it,
We have a conversation after the podcast.
so that you can be able to. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, like doing other stuff. I don't do art, but I look at artists with a lot of admiration. For someone to sit down and create something and make it into words that make a meaning, and then add tune to it until it is, my guy, it's something that people listen and do. That is a lot of work. I'm usually very, I write proposals. They're not as elaborate or artistic as that. Yeah, but I look at artists with a lot of, when I listen to this guy, Dynamic, this song called Iiye. So when I listen to that song, and then you'll feel like,
that song is amazing.
There are like about
by the
15
way.
artists. And then there are kids. Then there's different chorus. There is anyone coming with a verse, someone coming for like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you do that?
And then at the end of the day, it comes out like perfect, flawless, amazing.
I cannot even sing Where the World with two of my friends.
Yeah.
We'll kill it. I think art is such a noble profession. I think more people need to appreciate it and pay for it. And this guy Koko-san, he's so good.
He's good.
He's so good. Like this is
Koko-san is the one who sang
Waja.
Waja. Oh my God, I listened to that song. When it came out, I was like, the whole time, I just decided to put it on replay.
Yeah.
So I would play it and play it and play it, and now everyone is like, Kalas. Lisa Biwaja.
We're done? It's finished? I should finish. Okay. 5 minutes? 1? Okay. Now my producer wanted me to say something very profound before I come on. I can't say something profound. I can't. What? Do good. Do good. I love both of you. I just think like what I said. I think it's really interesting. I mean, these conversations we usually have them off camera, but like it's very interesting to see that there's so much difference yet synergy in the stuff that you do. And I mean, you're doing a lot of great stuff. Winnie is actually like, she's a people's person. She connects everyone to everyone. She knows AK. She knows you. She knows me. She kind of brings.
I know Charity.
Yeah, you know Charity, who's sitting on the far end. I don't know if our producer can zoom to her. Who's Charity, who's seated there.
She's also another artist.
She's also another artist. She's a content creator. Yeah. So I mean, it's a very nice thing. Yeah. We have talked about a lot of things, so I think our audience will pick whatever they want to pick. At times I say problematic stuff. I don't cut them. In fact, when it started, I told our producer not to cut anything. There's a time we were doing a podcast with Charity. We picked a phone call. We received food from delivery guy. Like we did a lot of things that just shows that we don't respect our audience. But we kept it. And my shoe wasn't polished.
I saw. Oh my God, I saw that video.
You saw that video?
Yo, I hope Charity bought for issue polish after that, because
it was just like we were doing everything to make you not watch the podcast.
and literally the way you were saying that, guys, please don't zoom on my shoes. Like if you say that, of course we're going to zoom on your shoes. We want to see.
I think the way I was saying in the other recording that I did with the lady named Niba, I was like very few people have a crush on me. If you want to have a crush on me, you really have to be committed to it. I don't offer you a lot of substance. I don't iron my times I don't iron my shirt. At times the shoe is not whatever. I wear different colored socks. I not talk whatever. Yeah, I'm actually currently wearing different colors. So if you have a crush on me, you're a committed person. Because it's hard work, my friend. You have to overlook all the things.
I hope people are taking notes, huh?
Okay. I hope they don't. Like for you, it's very easy. Like for you, I can sell you to my ninjas very easily. This is a guy, has songs, whatever. It's cool, Rasta.
And Kalas. And can you sell me?
Huh?
Can you sell me?
I can buy you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Too much subliminals in this podcast. Too much unnecessary subliminals. Yeah, I can sell you. But I can say it about him. I cannot say it about you without sounding pimpy. Yeah. You can't say that about a woman, that I can sell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about a guy you can. Like, hey, I can sell you. I can hook you up. I can make you look good.
You can still make a woman look good as well.
Yeah, but that is pimpish. That is...
No, you don't have to make it, You just, by the way, this one is a child of God.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Good. Yeah.
And Kalas.
And she's out there. Then she comes and thanks you. Hey, 15 years later, you know what? My husband, the banker that you...
I think they're moving on so smoothly.
But also if things backfire,
the money is coming.
But also if things backfire.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy you introduced me to? Like he turned into you're like, I just met him 15 minutes.
I think that's why when you tell someone like can you hook me up, and the person is like so that later on when things backfire you come and look for me.
Yeah, another person hooked me up once with a person and it really didn't go well. I went and I blamed them. I told them, what's wrong with you?
How do you hook me up with that?
But it was not even their fault because we started like after 2 months or whatever, things backfired.
Then things started going offside.
I was like, hey, I didn't like your...
No, but then at the end of the day, I think everybody shows you what they want you to see. So most probably, I could be your friend, yeah? And I only know the good stuff about you. And then I know very few tiny things about you that I do think like, okay, this is not cool. But I will, okay. Now let me refer to Charity. He's a guy. So I could hook you up with Charity, yeah? Me, I know Nelson, according to how I know him.
Yeah.
But then now, the kind of relationship you will have with Charity will show Charity who I don't know, because she spends most of the time with you. But then for me to meet you, it's just like, hey, 2 hours
But I'm
maybe.
sure okay with
and,
that. At
you
first
know?
time, you should show your best life. I don't like, there's this business of new generations that like, take me with all my flaws. I want to show all my. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Please, when you come to me, try to prepare. Come, I want to bring all my bad characteristics so that you know from the start.
Organize yourself.
I am not into that. You bring those bad characteristics from the start. I'm telling you, like, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Adios.
Yeah, at least.
Disqualified.
Yeah, from the first few days, try to put your best self.
Yeah.
And then.
But also when you start unleashing the bad things, take it easy, slowly, you know. Slowly, I see the first one, I'm
It
like,
depends on, I usually would, people I meet, I want to know your crazy meter. Like, how crazy are you? I mean, we could be in a car at a checkpoint here at night. You might say like, yeah, I don't have, like, why are you searching me and stuff like that? That's fine. I can understand that level of frustration.
and then
But
and
you
then
at the
there are
back
those.
saying, F the police, we have guns. Yo, those are not the same. Huh? Or even when we go outside, yeah, you removing a gun at a person and you pushing another guy, those are two different things.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you remove guns, I think we shouldn't be rolling together.
That's violence,
Yeah.
proper violence.
So what is my producer telling me? I should cut? Okay. What do you mean? You just cut on us. What do you mean? Like, we're talking as people now.
Yeah.
My guy. Hey, people. Thank you so much for being with us. Thanks, Maboto Motivated.
Thank you so much.
This was nice. I think a lot of people should go and check your work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our producer can put a link to your stuff later on. Winnie, what do you go by on Twitter or on? Are you a Twitter person?
I'm not
Instagram?
on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram handle is annoyingly amazing.
Annoyingly amazing.
Yeah, that's
That's a different name
my.
from the E.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
God.
On my Instagram, it's annoyingly amazing, and then Facebook, it's just Iiye Winnie Matia.
How do you spell that? No.
Annoyingly, ANN. Like
A-double-N.
I'm
Okay,
so
okay,
I'm so
okay.
amazing that
Annoyingly.
it becomes annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, my guy,
So-
what do you go by on YouTube?
On YouTube, it's Maboto Motivated. On Instagram, it's Maboto Motivated 211. Facebook is Maboto Motivated.
I just go by at Nelson Kwaje. That is just enough. At Nelson Kwaje on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter. But like, I'm a Twitter guy. I pride myself on being a Twitter.
I've never understood how Twitter works.
It's-
I think I've downloaded the app like 3 times, and each and every time I go on it, I'm like, this is not for me.
Go and open a Tinder account.
I don't know what to say,
Say yes.
but I'll pass.
Hey, this is enough for today. Say yes. Go and do it.
I'll pass.
Are we
I'll
done?
pass.
We're done. We're off camera. Are we going to record something very small as a outro? It's going to be me. Okay. What will I be saying?
Then what happens to us? Big man.
My guy. Can these photos go up today? At least 3 photos. Just say like, hey, loading soon. 3. No, we're not recording.
Why is it that last time they didn't take photos? When I was filming, they didn't take photos of me.